We're going to give it a minute or two to let people log on. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us at tonight's Asian Culture Night event. And we are going to record tonight's event, just to let you know that we will have this available also after tonight for anybody who wants to share or view it again. And everybody can see the welcome screen. I need to do one more thing. Motion video. Crossing my fingers this is going to work tonight. I've tested this out all day. So let's see here. Okay. So we are going to, well, it is now 6 o'clock, so we are going to get started. Welcome and good evening. I am Mia Honecker. My preferred pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I am the Interim Associate Director for the Office of Latinx, Asian, and Native American Affairs at Wright State University. Thank you for joining us tonight, and welcome to our 2021 Asian Culture Night. Before we get started, I am going to read our land acknowledgement. Wright State University and the Office of Latinx, Asian, and Native American Affairs formally acknowledge that we are located on the homelands of the Sesian, Hopewell, Adena, Miami, and Shawnee peoples. Our institution occupies the sacred ground of our indigenous people who experience atrocities no human should endure. We acknowledge that these lands will forever hold the heartbeat of our First Nation. We will strive to honor, respect, and pay homage to the hopes, dreams, and struggles these lands represent. Through this land acknowledgement, as members of Wright State University community, we commit to educating ourselves and our greater community about the continued relationships between these lands and the indigenous peoples. We're going to start, each year we celebrate diversity by celebrating Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month at Wright State. We celebrate this in April because we are not here in May. So we are, and tonight's program, Asian Culture Night, will celebrate the rich AAPI culture, traditions, and history. Lana is celebrating this month virtually due to COVID-19 safety precautions. And while we miss having this annual event in person, we are glad to see you all here remotely. Tonight, we will take you on a cultural journey through Asia with breathtaking visits to beautiful lands with age-old enchanting cultures. This evening, we will feature performances by the Dayton Qipao Dance Group, Pamana Dance Group, and the Harmony of Japan Women's Choir. Now, Asia is the largest of the world's continents, covering approximately 30% of the Earth's land area, and has 53 countries, including Russia and Turkey, which lies in both Asia and Europe. It is also the world's most populous continent with roughly 60% of the total population. First stop on tonight's journey is Southeast Asia, where we will visit Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines. Thailand is known as the Land of the Smiles, with a population of 69 million. From the modern metropolises to the scenic mountains to the laid-back beaches and stunning coastlines, Thailand has a distinct culture with a rich heritage and remarkable scenic beauty. So let's discover Thailand. Thank you, Thailand. Our next chart on our journey is Vietnam, which is known as Land of the Ascending Dragon for its geographical shape on the world map and has a population of 96 million. Vietnam is one of Southeast Asia's most beautiful countries with lush mountains, bustling cities, and golden sand beaches. So let's explore the beauty of this country with its people and culture with our next stop at Vietnam.
Vietnam. This is a land of contrast. A land of challenges. Of beautiful history. A land of hidden beauty. This is a place like no other.
Wow, what another beautiful country. So, our next stop and our first performance of the evening is going to be Welcome to the Philippines. The Philippines is known as the Pearl of the Orient and has a population of 108 million. It is a country with over 7,000 islands and has one of the longest coastlines in Asia. Visiting this diverse country is an adventure within itself with its lavish forests, tropical beaches, and energetic city life. I would like to welcome our first performance of the evening by the Pamana Dance Group. The dance group is the cultural arm of the Philippine American Society of Greater Dayton, under the direction of co-chairs Nilo Josen and Tim Mira. The Pamana Dance Group has captivated audience all over Dayton and the surrounding areas with their colorful rendition of diverse Philippine dances such as Spanish Muslim, Igorot, and Fiesta Suites. They are a regular performer at the Wright Pat Air Force Base, AAPI Heritage Festival, WSU's Asian Culture Night, WSU's Asian Festival, Columbus Asian Festival, the Dayton's Art in the City, a World Affair, Springfield Cultural Fest, and the Troy Festival of Nations, to name a few. They will be doing 2 dances tonight. The first one is, and excuse my pronunciation, is the Salakot dance. The salakot is a wide-brimmed hat, which is usually made from reeds, rattan, or bamboo. The salakot dance is a dance where young girls of the village show off their colorful form hats, which are typically adorned with flowers, jewelry, and beads that reflect the regional customs to honor specific occasions. So here is the salakot dance. Beautiful, beautiful. So now we are to our second dance, which is the Louise Kayawan. Again, sorry about the translation. Translated as Sway of the Bamboo Leaves. The Louise Kayawayan is a celebrated dance that is originated in the Visayan region in the Philippines. The dancers mimic the way the bamboo leaves sway or bend due to strong winds. Here is our next dance by the Pamana dance group. Thank you to the Pamana Dance Group for some awesome performances. So now we are going to be traveling to the southern region of Asia. And our next stop to India. India is a fascinating country that is the second most populous country in the world with 1.3 billion people. It is home to 1,000-year-old ornately sculptured temples, such as the world-famous Taj Mahal and modern skyscrapers. It is a land of myriad and exquisite cultures and many subcultures that have weaved the colorful fabric of Indian culture for centuries, actually one of the oldest cultures known to humanity. So now let's experience this colorful, inspiring, and beautiful land called India. We are get to our next trip on the journey is our final destination of Asia, and it's the journey to the lands of East Asia. This region of Asia is home to some of the world's most populous and prosperous countries, such as South Korea, Japan, and China. Our first stop in this region is South Korea. It's known as the land of the morning calm, with a population of 52 million. South Korea is an extraordinary country filled with beautiful beaches, thriving cities, ancient temples, and remarkable natural scenery, and most importantly, friendly people like myself. So let's explore Korea.
South Korea occupies the southern half of the Korean peninsula, which sits between China and Japan. The nation is a land of contrast, with an abundance of high-tech cities and industries, but also a strong culture and traditions stretching back thousands of years. Over the last 50 years, South Korea has changed dramatically, emerging as one of Asia's most dynamic economies. The nation's capital, Seoul, is one of the world's great megacities. Here, the locals love to have fun in the countless bars, casinos, and theaters, not to mention entire neighborhoods dedicated to South Korea's other great love, shopping. However, Korean traditions run deep, and this city of 10 million people is also home to dozens of ornate temples and palaces. There are many beautiful coastal areas in South Korea where it's easy to mingle with locals and enjoy a more relaxed beachside lifestyle. A holiday atmosphere abounds, and there are many amusement and theme parks. The mountainous areas are beautiful and are easily accessible by cable cars and paved pathways, and offer incredible scenery. The countryside also abounds in parklands, gardens, and waterfalls that are exquisite all year round. All over the country, you'll find museums and art galleries of every kind, with exhibits ranging from fine art to the outright quirky. With a long history and deep traditions, South Korea has many well-preserved military and religious sites, as well as historically important ruins. The mix of modern and traditional culture, a long and complex history, and warm and friendly people make a holiday in South Korea truly unforgettable.
Our second stop in the region is also our second performance of the evening, is Japan. Japan is known as the land of the rising sun, with a population of 126 million. Japan is a fascinating country with an eclectic mix of past, present, and future, combining ancient traditions, modern-day persona, and new world technology. It is a country of economic and business prowess, rich culture, and one of the world's most technically advanced nations. So we now welcome our second group of the night, the Harmony of Japan, a Japanese women's choir led by Yasuko Breck. This choir enjoys performing popular as well as traditional Japanese songs. Their love of music is rivaled only by the joy they experience singing together. This video is a compilation of their performances at our past Asian Culture Nights, and the song they are singing is called Furusato, which means hometown, and it is dedicated to the victims of the tsunami and earthquake that struck Japan on March 11th, 2011. Is Harmony in Japan. Thank you, Harmony in Japan, for that beautiful performance and sharing some wonderful, awesome memories. We will now travel. Let's see, get this screen. We will now travel to our final destination in this region on tonight's journey is China. China is the largest of all the Asian countries, and it is also the largest population in the world, with 1.4 billion people. With nearly 4,000 years of continuous history and culture, China is also one of the world's oldest civilizations. We now are going to have our final and feature performance of the evening by the Dayton Qipao dance troupe and the students from the Sinclair Community College Chinese Language and Culture Club. The Qipao is a Chinese fashion that became popular in the 1920s. Qipao combines different elements of traditional Chinese clothing, particularly the Qing Dynasty Manchu court dress, normally made of silk, The Qipao helps characterize Chinese women's grace and modesty. The Dayton Qipao Troupe is happy to participate in the AAPI's Asian Culture Night at Wright State University. They will share these performances that all convey the same theme: celebrate life, share joy, and hope for a better future. So let's welcome the Dayton Qipao Troupe with the first dance, the Umbrella Dance, which is Spring Rain. Spring resembles hope, rain nurtures life. The spring rain will bring a happy and prosperous year.
在江南绵绵的雨季里，飘洒着蒙蒙的细雨，如烟的杨柳在雨中沐浴，杨柳缠绵雨的情意，在青石不久的街巷里流淌着滔滔的雨息。
Thank you. Now we are our next dance, which is the Qipao dance. The Jiangnan Grace is a beautiful region in the south bank of the Yangtze River. This dance expresses gracefulness. absolutely beautiful. So we have our others, the third dance, which is the fan dance with Love Only You. This dance combines folk music with traditional dance moves. I apologize for that. Don't know what happened. Let's see here. Couldn't get through the night without one technical difficulty. Hold on real quick. Don't know why it quit sharing all of a sudden. Let's see here. Let me go back to this here. Share.
的脸，红着小杆翩翩为你眷恋。
你手绣梅花报春的眉间，你满永世不悔的无限，海放上淡薄的题材，可是你为我落下的誓言。
一双鸳鸯戏在雨中那水面，就像思念苦里透着甜。
我为弱水三千，几人能为我愿？我会百转只求陪你续前缘。一心流言身断时候那孤绝，望着笑望中尽落雪。流水三千，若能把那情深缘灭，前世亏欠我愿等来生再还。
流水三千，若能把那情深缘灭，前世亏欠我愿等来生再还。
Thank you, ladies. We have a couple more dances by the Dayton Qipao group this evening. Our next one of the Qipao show is the Chinese tea dance. The tea has been enjoyed in China since ancient times. The dance expresses happy feelings of celebration and the tea culture in the southeastern region of China.
一抹嫩芽，把香意融化，千年的思想情结长满枝桠，月圆了，月缺了，月亮不说话，静静地照着远方。
And the final dance of the Dayton Qipao performance is, let's see, the final performance is called the Double Dan Dance. It's the Flying Kites. Flying Kites is a folk music and dance. Kites were invented in China about 2,300 years ago, by the time of the Tang Dynasty in 600 AD. Flying kites had become popular for fun. Kites are normally made of silk and bamboo. Here's the Flying Kites dance. Just absolutely beautiful. So, in our final performance of this evening is by the students from the Sinclair Chinese Language and Culture Club
I missed it.
under the direction of Professor Zhuan Jing. The students in the Chinese 1101 and 1102 classes have enjoyed language learning through cultural immersions. They will be singing 2 Tang poems and dancing a Chinese folk dance. The first Tang poem is Springtime. Spring is a precious time for renewal. The spring morning arrives, unnoticed in my slumber, till I hear birds twittering everywhere. Awesome. The second Tang poem they were going to sing is called Grass. It tells the enduring life of grass in the seasons. The grass on the plains wither and thrive each year. Wildfire cannot burn the grass out. Spring breeze blows it alive again.
一岁一枯荣。野花烧不尽，春风吹又生。
远方金古道，青翠接黄香。
阳桑晚桑去，萋萋满别情。
离人又萧萧，一岁一枯荣。野火烧不尽，春风吹又生。远方金古道，青翠接黄城。又送往僧去，萋萋满别情。又送往僧去，萋萋满别情。
And their final performance of the evening is the Chinese folk dance Ode to the Coral Tree. thank you to the Dayton Qipao Dance Troupe and the Sinclair Chinese Language and Culture Club for a wonderful performance tonight. If you'd like to explore more about their performances and visit their other channels, you can visit their YouTube channel at y.wang. So that concludes tonight's journey through Asia of rich cultural, beautiful lands, just extraordinary history. And I'm going to quit sharing my screen. So thank you everybody for coming tonight. And it looks like I have Marvin and Yasuko on here. So if you have any questions you would like to ask our Pamana dance group or the Harmony of Women of Harmony of Japan Women's Choir questions, we have their directors here that can help answer some questions. And also any questions you have about any of our performances tonight, I can also help answer as well. So you can either unmute yourself or put in the chat. So if we don't have any more questions, we'll conclude our journey tonight. And I want to give a special thank you to the Harmony of Japan Women's Choir, the Pamana Dance Group, and the Dayton Qipao Dance Troupe, and the Sinclair Cultural Immersion students. So we do have one more event for Asian Heritage Month at Wright State, which is on Tuesday at noon. So please visit our website at wright.edu/Lana. Let's see, I have a question. Oh, we have a question. So I don't know if we have a representative from the Dayton Qipao group on here. So it's about the coral tree. Is it made of coral or just coral colored? No, Rebecca, I don't have that person on here, but I can get that answer for you and we can get that to you. So our event on Tuesday is Vincent Hu. It's a film screening about the life of Vincent Chin, and we will be featuring the director of that film, also Curtis Chin, who will be speaking. So please join us on Tuesday. So I hope to see everybody again in the future in person next year, hopefully. Cross our fingers. So thank you again, everybody, and have a wonderful night tonight and enjoy your weekend.